Alright, it is, I think it's March, what is it? It's March 12th, 2018. And we are leaving the dog park in Buckner for the second time. And today I'm talking about loving God and not loving the world. And there's definitely a connection between fearing things in the world and our love for the world. And so, for example, like, I'll feel, or I'm trying not to use the word feel because I don't really, but I'll basically be kind of like oppressed, and I won't be free to be the way that I want to in the world. Like, I'll be self-conscious, you know. It's like it's like, instead of doing things like for God, it's kind of like where it gets shipped around to where, like, the things that you're doing for people, like for men, like it's just like you have like the world in mind, like how they view you, and that really sucks because you're not free, and you know, if you're not free, you're kind of in bondage, and that bondage really sucks. Like, it really sucks. And what I'm saying here is that there's a connection for that bondage and our love for the world more than for God and His kingdom. And what I'm kind of seeing here is, like, if that bondage is there, what it's kind of meaning is that we might unknowingly be loving the world more than we love God. And it's just like we have to be completely free from the cares of life and of the world. And it's just like, if we're not, it's like it's just like we still love the world. Like, we're still alive to the world and the world system. We're still a part of it. This is kind of, stay back there, dude. They're all muddy. This is kind of what the Lord's been telling me today. It's kind of hard to wrap your mind around, because like you want this freedom and stuff, but like the real reason you don't have it is because like you still see yourself connected to this world, and so, and in a way. And so, like, as God was revealing this to me, I felt this freedom. It started to come upon me. And like, you know it, like you just completely know it. And it's just very, you know, it's just that understanding. And so I was just like I was worshiping God, and I mean, our lives are so different than God Himself, and we're supposed to be partakers of His divine nature. And so I was just like really getting, like, I was really hungry, you know, because you just can't hardly take it anymore when you don't experience His presence and His freedom. It's like you can't hardly breathe. And so I was just like praying to God and worshiping God, like telling Him I love Him and that I want to love Him more. Because God is like life itself comes from Him. Like, everything that exists came from Him. He created. And that's when I got that kind of revelation. It's like God's saying, like, you have to love Him more than you love your family. Because, like, a lot of times, you know, we're scared around our family, like, to be who we are. And we don't understand why we're that way. Like, why aren't we free? You know? Or we can take that and apply it to any situation to where we might feel intimidated, or we might feel like we're not free to share and to be who we are. What I'm kind of getting at here, and what I think God is telling me, is that it means that we love those things more than God. And, you know, that's a very awesome one. I get some, like this right here, it's like His precepts bring life. Like His teachings bring life. And because, like, you're just, like, trapped in this thing to where, like, you don't understand why you're not free, and why sometimes you go places or you're around certain people, or like school or work, and you're not free. And you want to be free. It's like you don't understand. So, but God, He brings understanding to where He just makes everything so easy, and then we can do what He's taught us. So it's just you know, like, it's really easy to get trapped up and confused, because, like, you know, we think that it's you know, we think that it's good to you know, to love our family, and it is good. It's good to love people. Not Chip, stay back there, dude. But we must be free. Like, we cannot surrender our freedom, you know, to anyone, to anything. And what I'm realizing, like, right now, is a lot of this stuff has been kind of sneaky. Like you go to school, like, you just want to be smiling at people and all this stuff, but then it's just like sometimes, like, you might not feel as bold to share the gospel, or, you know, like, God's been really, like, talking to me about, like He's been telling me I'm going to start preaching, like, in the open, and it's just like, it's good to love people, but at the same time, it's like, it can be a trap when we love them more than we love doing the will of God. And it's really kind of sneaky, the way that it all, because it's just like, it's beyond your understanding. It's been beyond my understanding. And you gotta be like, it's just like, you gotta love the Lord, like, it's like, God, like, help me to love you more than I love my life itself, that I love not my life unto death. Let it begin now, oh Lord. You know? It's like, this is like, I think this is like where I'm just gonna say it, like, people think it's radical and stuff, but I just think this is the truth. And that it's only in this way that we're gonna have the rest and peace that we desire. And so I'm very thankful I'm very thankful for this understanding. This understanding has brought me like into another realm. I don't know how else to say it, but it has taught me how not to fear, and it's just really amazing. So we'll cut it right there. All right.